Hi everyone, this is the lab mobile device features. In this lab I only read, okay? And the first part, introduction. In this lab you will set the auto rotation, brightness, and turn GPS on and off. Recommended equipment, Android table or smartphone running Android version 5 or higher. Or an iOS table or smartphone running iOS version 7 or higher. Note: if the recommended equipment is not available, Android or iOS emulators can provide some familiarity with Android and iOS devices. Search the internet to find Android and iOS emulators. Okay, instructions part 1. Auto-rotation. Auto-rotation is a common feature found on modern mobile devices. It allows the screen format to switch automatically between landscapes and portrait modes, depending on how the user is holding the device. This section examines how to turn auto rotation on or off on Android or iOS. In step 1, auto rotation on Android. Item A. Turn on the device and log with the password, PIN, or other passcode if necessary. Item B. Access the auto rotation function. Open the notification panel and tap the screen rotation icon. Verify that the auto rotation function is disabled. Auto rotation function may also be accessible by displaying all apps on the home screen and navigate to settings. Tap display or accessibility. Tap auto rotate the screen to verify that the auto rotation is off. With auto rotation turning off, rotate the device 90 degrees clockwise. And what's happened to the screen? The screen remains in the same orientation. And enable auto rotation. Tap rotate the screen to enable it. And rotate the device 90 degrees clockwise again. What happened to the screen? The screen rotates to match the orientation of the device. And touch the home button to return the home screen. And the step 2, auto rotation on iOS. Turn on the device and log in with the password, PIN, or other passcode if necessary. Swipe down from the top right corner of the screen to access Control Center. Touch the auto rotation lock icon to enable auto rotation lock. This icon is represented by a clockwise circular arrow go around or lock. Open the calculator app, rotate the device 90 degrees clockwise. What's happened to the screen? The screen rotates to match the orientation of the device. Item F. Swipe down from the top right corner again to access the control center. Touch the auto rotation lock icon again to deactivate it. And swipe up from the button to close the control center. Rotate the device 90 degrees clockwise. And what happened to the screen? The screen remains in the same orientation. And the part 2, brightness. Step 1, brightness on Android. To access the brightness function, swipe down on the status bar and locate the brightness slider. For display all the apps of the home screen, navigate to settings and display. Okay, touch brightness level and move the slider all the way to the right. What happened? The screen gets brightness, or the screen gets brighter. To enable adaptive brightness, touch the adaptive brightness toggle to enable it. What's happened when adaptive brightness is enabled? Answers might vary. The brightness of the screen shall adjust itself based on the amount of environmental light. And touch the adaptive brightness again to disable it. Move the slide all the way to the left. What happened? The screen gets darker. And touch home button to return the home screen. Okay. Step 2, brightness on iOS. Swipe the down from the top right corner to access the control center. Drag the brightness level up or down to your desired brightness level. To configure all the brightness settings, go to Settings, Display and Brightness. The Display and Brightness screen appears. You can manually switch between light and dark modes. You can also toggle automatic on so that the phone enters dark mode when the sun sets. Tap option to configure a custom schedule, returning on the display and brightness main screen. Notice the option to change the text size and whether text is bold or not. On the brightness, there is a setting for True Tone, enable it to have the iPhone automatically adapt based on ambient intelligent conditions. What other things can you configure in display and brightness? You can configure an night switch automatically shift the colors of your display to the warmer end of the color spectrum after dark. You can configure auto lock to lock your phone after a set number of minutes. You can toggle rises to wake which will wake your phone when you Pick it up. Finally, you can configure display sound to show louder text. And part 3 GPS. Another common features on modern mobile device is GPS or location service by using global position system signals. Mobile devices are able to learn and inform the user about the current location with good accuracy. Step 1 GPS on Android. To access the location function, swipe down on the status bar and tap Location to disable the GPS location, or display all the apps on the home screen. Navigate to Settings, Location and tap on the toggle to disable the GPS location. Open the Maps app. How is the device able to determine the location? Depending on the device, the wireless networks function can provide approximate location and force map to locate you with more accuracy by touching the crosshair icon. And what's happened? Because location is turning off, Android asks permissions to turn it on. Okay. Item C allow Android to turn on location. You decide your device should now have an accurate representation for your current location. Touch the home button. In the step 2 GPS on iOS, go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Location Service. The Location Service screen appears. iOS allow the user to decide what apps have access to the GPS. What apps are using location service on your device? Answers may vary. And turn location service off. A warning message might appear stating that the location service will be disabled. Swipe up from the button to close location server. Locate and open the Maps app. Note: you might be asked to allow Maps to use location service. If this happens, touch Allow to add Maps to the list of apps that can use location service. A dialog opens to tell you turn on location service to allow Maps to determine your location. Touch Settings to open location service again. Alternatively, swipe up to access the home screen and go to the Settings, Privacy and Security, Location Service. Turn Location Service on, return to Maps app, and touch the arrow in the top right corner to show your device's current location. Was iOS able to locate your unknown device? iOS probably can locate your unknown device. It might depend on geographic location and the app permissions. And finish with swipe up to turn to the home screen. Okay, and finish with the common one with this laugh. Okay, and the same. I only read this laugh passcode locks. Introduction. For most users, the Android or iOS device are on the go with the users. and they are usually powered on all the time. If the device is lost or stolen, the passcode can prevent unauthorized access. In this lab, you will set a passcode lock, change a passcode lock, and file passcode authentication. You will also configure the device to use fingerprints if it has biometric capability. Finally, you will remove the password and biometric locks. Recommended equipment: Android tablet or smartphone running Android version 7 or higher, iOS stable or smartphone running iOS version 10 or higher. Instructions Part 1: Passcode lock on Android. Step 1: Configure passcode lock on Android device. Item A: With the device powered on, navigate to the home screen. Okay. Go to Apps or All Apps, touch Settings, touch Biometrics and Security. There are other names for security depending on your device. The following are some samples: lock screen and security, lock screen, or security location. Security will be used throughout this lab. Okay, security. Touch cell screen lock type to choose a method for unlocking the screen. What are the unlocking methods available on your device? And answer vary depending on the Android version and device carrier model. Some of the methods of non-swipe, pattern, PIN, password, or biometrics methods that clone include face, iris, or fingerprints. Item D: Touch PIN to set a PIN for unlocking the screen. If the encryption screen appears, Android asks if you want to use the PIN to encrypt the device. Touch No Thanks, and then touch Continue to continue. This is useful as the device file system will be encrypted based on PIN, making it unreadable until the PIN is provided. While this feature while this feature increases security, it is out of the scope of this lab. In the Choose Your PIN or Set PIN screen, enter this code, touch Continue. Type the code to confirm the PIN, touch OK to confirm. Depending on your device, you may be prompted with other questions, such as backup your PIN and show all notifications content. Consult your instructions as necessary. Okay. In the item A, in the security lock settings, enter the PIN when prompted. Enable lock instantly with power key. Note: this option may not be available on device and models versions. Step 2: Use the PIN to unlock the screen. Press the home button to return the home screen. Press the power button briefly to lock the screen. The device will go into sleep mode and the screen will go dark. Press the power button briefly to wake up the device. Notice that the device will now require the PIN before allowing access. Enter the code, the previously configured PIN. Touch the check mark or OK and enter the number path. What happened? Answer vary depending on what application was left running at the time the device was locked. The device unlocks and the home screen appears. Okay. Item D: Press the power button briefly to lock the device. Press the power button briefly to wake up the device. Swipe as necessary to see the prompt to enter the PIN. Enter the code. Notice this is not the correct PIN that was configured on the device. What's happened? The screen remains locked and a message indicates that an incorrect PIN has been entered. And enter the incorrect PIN a few more times. What's happened? You will receive a message indicating that you can try again in 30 seconds. Repeatedly entering incorrect pins is an indicator that someone is trying to guess the pin. As a security measure, Android forces the users to wait 30 seconds before attempting another request. Touch OK when 30 seconds have passed. Notice that Android will keep a countdown in the background. After 30 seconds, enter the correct PIN to unlock the device. OK. Step 3. Fingerprint lock if available. For some of the newer Android devices, fingerprints can be used to unlock the device. In this step, you will configure the device so you can use your fingerprint to unlock the device. The PIN configured is a previous step is used as the backup unlock option in the event that the fingerprint scanner is not working or after a restart of the device. Navigate back the security app settings, locate the option that allows you to configure a fingerprint to unlock the device. The options can be Nexus Imprint, Pixel Imprint, or Biometrics and Security fingerprint. Provide the PIN when prompted. Note: if the PIN is not configured in the previous step, you will be prompted to configure a backup unlock option, such as PIN, passcode, or pattern. Verify that the fingerprint is allowed to unlock the device. Depending on your device, you can configure the device to require a PIN, password, or pattern to start the device, or how do you want notification to show when the device is loaded. Locate the imprint or fingerprint sensor on your device. Follow the directions provided by your device to capture and add your fingerprint. Touch down when finished adding fingerprint. Item F. Lock the phone and use your fingerprint to unlock your device. And step 4. Face lock if available. On some of the newer Android devices, your face can be used to unlock the device. The PIN configured in a previous step is the backup unlocked method. Navigate back to Security or Security Location App Settings. Locate the option that allows you to configure your face to unlock the device. The option can be biometric and security, facial recognition, or smart lock, trusted face. Enter the PIN when prompted. You will need to position your face in the on-screen cycle and allow to on-screen instruction to register your face. Verify that the face lock is working. Lock the device and attempt to unlock using your face. After the device recognizes your face, swipe the unlock the device. And step 5. Clean up. Navigate to Security and locate the options to configure a fingerprint. Enter the PIN if prompted. Tap the fingerprint and select Delete or Remove. Remove the trusted face. Navigate back to Screen Lock Type, App Settings and Security. What's happened? Explain. The user is asked to enter the PIN to prevent unauthorized users from changing or removing the PIN. Enter the correct PIN, touch Now, press the power button briefly to lock the screen, press the power button briefly to unlock the screen. What's happened? The device wakes up without the need for a PIN. Also, the screen lock type can also be accessed without a PIN. And navigate to Screen Lock Settings, App Settings Lock Screen, disable lock instantly with Power Key. What are other security settings available on your device? Answers will vary depending on the Android version and model. Some of the examples are locked automatically, auto factory reset, and lock network and security. And the part 2, passcode lock on iOS is the same. Turn on the device and navigate to settings depending on your iOS version. Touch Face ID and Passcode, Touch ID and Passcode or Passcode. Okay. Touch turn passcode on, enter the passcode as a passcode if allowed by the device. Otherwise, use this code as the passcode for the rest of this lab. Re-enter the password to confirm the passcode. Verify that the required password is set to immediately. Use the password to unlock the screen. Press the power button briefly to lock the device. Slide to unlock the device. Enter the passcode when prompted. What happened? The screen is unlocked and the home screen appears. Press the power button briefly to lock the device. Press the power button briefly to unlock the device. Type the code. Notice this is not the passcode configured in the device. Touch OK. What's happened? The device reboots, indicating a wrong PIN was provided. The screen remains locked. Enter the incorrect PIN 5 more times. What happened? A message iPhone is disabled. Try again in 1 minute is displayed. After 1 minute, enter the correct password. And step 3, configure Touch ID. If your device supports Touch ID, you can use your fingerprint to unlock the device. Note: a passcode needs to be configured prior to configure Touch ID. Touch settings, tap Touch ID and passcode, enter the passcode when prompted. Touch add a fingerprint, follow the directions provided by the device, touch the home button as you hold the device normally. Lock the device and verify that you can unlock the device using fingerprint. Step 4. Configure Touch Face ID. Configure Face ID. If the iOS device supports Face ID, you can use facial recognition. Rather than a password to unlock your device, a passcode configured in a previous step is necessary to complete the following exercise. On the iPhone, tap Settings, Face ID and Passcode. If prompted, enter your passcode. Tap Set to Face ID, then position your face in front of your device. Touch Get Started, log Stargin into your phone. In your iPhone, make sure to place your face in the circle at the center of the screen. Slowly move your head to complete the circle. This ensures that your face is scanned from all angles. When you're finished the first Face ID scan, tap Continue. Follow the on-screen instruction. Touch Done when the setup is complete. Lock your device as necessary. Hold your device in portrait orientation. Make sure that nothing is covering the camera. Look briefly at the screen. The look icon shows change from locked to unlocked. As soon as the lock icon changes, swipe from the bottom of the screen to unlock the device. Step 5. Clean up. To go Settings, Passcode, Touch ID and Passcode, or Face ID and Passcode. What's happened? Explain. The user is asked to enter the passcode to prevent unauthorized users from changing or removing the passcode. Type the correct PIN when prompted. In the Face ID and Passcode screen, touch Reset Face ID and, as necessary, touch Turn Passcode off. In the Touch ID passcode screen, remove the fingerprints and touch Turn Passcode off if necessary. In the Passcode Lock window, touch Turn Passcode off. Press the power button briefly to lock the device, and press the power button briefly to unlock the device. What's happened? The settings screen is displayed without entering a passcode. Okay. This is the lab, passcode logs. The next topic is cloud enabled service from mobile device. This is for the next one. See you later.